Hey everyone, literally hundreds of messages. This video is for you, the people, and George Floyd, rest in peace to his family, rest in peace to everybody around him. And a lot of people ask me, I get a lot of direct messages, period, but a lot of people ask me questions every time something like this happens, especially down in the States. And, you know, I have an interesting perspective on everything because my mom is white. I'm half white. My mom is full white and German, and my dad is Jamaican. So I'm literally half, and sometimes people say you're mulatto or you're half caste and all that stuff. But I have a unique perspective growing up when it comes to racism because, you know, I like to give the analogy, assuming I was to do something bad, I've never been in trouble with law enforcement or anything like that, but no cop is going to say, hey, look at that half German guy running down the street. When I see things like this of injustice, blatant racism, and just pure lack of regard for any human life, it hurts me to my core. Here's what I'll say. If you're white and you're racist, I don't like you. If you're black and you're racist, I don't like you. If you're Asian and you're racist, I don't like you. If you're Middle Eastern or any other background and you're racist, don't like you. There's no room for that. But what I can say is I love to love. I love people who love. I love unity. I love people that want to come together. And when I look at what's going down in Minneapolis, Minnesota, just another example, I can list off names, but you guys already know what that's about. I feel like, am I in 2020 or am I in 1930 or back in the days when they were bringing slave ships and all these things? And as a black person, and I can say that because, you know, I'm half black, half white, but I mean, I'm a black person and I'm proud to say that. But what I can say is that, I mean, there's so many other backgrounds of people that have went through, you know, there's the Holocaust. I could go off into the history books, but we need to change. We need to unite. But to my black folks especially, I think where we win to really move and push the needle forward is economically, you know, and I don't want to go into the Air Jordans, but I got Air Jordans behind me. But if that's all you're concerned about, or how you look, or your fade, or your eyebrows, or your freshness, that's not going to push the needle of change ahead. You got to own. You got to invest in your community. You got to create jobs. You got to create economical power. And that comes, and I'm sorry, it comes through money, right? We can say 51,000 prayers, but actions is what's really going to move the needle ahead. That being said, love my black folks, love my white folks, love everybody. I can sincerely sit here and say that some of my biggest opportunities have came from everybody but black people, but some of my opportunities have also came from them. But I don't think this is a moment of divide. I think this is a moment to come together. I don't like people who treat people bad. I am all about unified. I'm team human. I am team, just let's work together. So my thoughts on this whole situation is it's sad, it's tragic. It hurts me to the core. I have a 3-year-old son, you know, who, you know, when he gets a little older, I have to explain to him kind of how that happens. I have a 1-year-old daughter, same thing. I'm also a business person, you know, I'm also a husband and a father. And the way I've moved throughout life, I would be lying to say that I need to move in a specific and certain way to make sure that I'm getting the opportunities that I need to be getting. But I also have to say that, hey, you know, I have to work hard to get some opportunities. Now, if I was to sit back and say, Ryan, do you have to work 10 times harder to get the same opportunity as somebody who's not, you know, of a different color, background, etc. I think we do got to work harder, but I'm just always going to play and put my chips on the power of positive thinking. And also the biggest thing is taking actions and steps. Nothing when the game is going further, longer into the fourth quarter, that's when I get stronger. That's when you should get stronger. You cannot sit back and let this take you off your trajectory. But the question I'm going to end this off with is, how does this make you feel, and what actions are you taking today to change or to evoke change into, racial issues, injustice? The video of George Floyd, disgusting. Mr. George Floyd, I've never met you. Blessings to you. I love you. Team Holtz loves you, your family. I don't know all the specifics of why you were being detained and pulled out of your vehicle. I heard it was some sort of forgery. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about any facts as I don't know them, and I do not like to shoot from the hip. But all I can say is, whatever you did, it did not warrant having a knee put into your head and your neck, and you saying you could not breathe, and you died as we're all watching this. So, again, if you're a piece of crap human, get out of here. We're all about great humans, love, unity. I do not like to see violence. I want to see people smile. There's no words. So I felt the need to literally come from my backyard, do this video, because literally the phone is popping off on every social media channel. I think I've gotten at least 250 emails. Our podcast listener audience and community has been emailing and whatnot. And I feel it is right for me to draw and shed light on the fact that this cannot happen any longer. It is absolutely disgusting. There is so many great things happening in the world right now that I do not want this to tarnish that. At the same token, we got to keep it real. And this did happen and is continuing to happen, and it needs to stop. I would love your comments, questions below. If you have anything to say, if you have anything negative to say, fuck off. Could care less anyway. Because it's usually from, Joe69 or some crappy username. So, but I want you to know that Team Holtz loves you. We love you. We're all about love, unity, pushing positive messages forward, and making sure that you possibly can be the best you can be. For all the podcast listeners for the Ryan Holtz Show, you are in a community that is completely fixated on betterment, self-improvement, and putting great vibes and reaching back and taking someone with you in a positive way forward in life. So I want to salute. And George Floyd, rest in peace. Your family, we love you. Team Holtz loves you. And for everybody that messaged me, thank you. Love you. Bless you. Let's keep moving forward. Let's keep pushing change. And sorry, LOVE all day long.